welcome back to the channel. My name is Servida, and today we're going to talk about chords. By the way, make sure you stick to the end of the video because I have something really exciting to show you with melodics.
Okay, so before we get into the chords, let's just make a quick little drum loop to get a nice groove going. That's cool. A little bit of a pitch down. Maybe just one. Some vinyl. There we go. So now that we have our drum loop going, it's time to introduce our chord progression. Okay, so it starts with F major, E minor, D minor, then C major. We're gonna repeat it. And then we're gonna have a little turnaround going to G major. So this is going to be our chord progression in its most basic form. So you can see it's really simple. We're kind of just doing this little descending triad here. Not really too much to talk about for this one, so let's go to the next step. So the next step is for us to introduce chord extensions. A chord in its most basic form is just a triad, a 1, 3, 5. And now we're gonna start adding other notes. You've probably heard people say chords like F major 7, C minor 9, where they kind of add a number right at the end of the chord. And that's what the extension is. So for example, if I wanted to make an F major 6 chord, we'd start at the root note, which is going to be F. This is going to be 1, and then we're going to count all the way up to 6, going up the C major scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We end up at this D. This is an F major 6 chord. It's very important to know your scale. So right now we're in C major. If I wanted to do an A minor 9, we're not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to know what scale we're in. We're in C major, so it's going to be all the white keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's what we get. For the beat we're making right now, we wanted to make it really smooth and jazzy, and an easy way to do that is to turn them into 7th chords. Starting from F major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We put that E on top. F major 7, E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have that D, E minor 7, D minor 7, C major 7. Really, really easy to do, but we're just adding a bit more color into our chord progression now. Okay, so let's play it. So the next step is going to be really easy. We're just adding a bit more rhythm into our chord progression. Because right now, I'm just doing 4 bars, waiting, going to the next one. A little bit boring. So we're just going to do a bit of syncopation. You know, it's a bit different from this. Less on the beat. We're playing right before it to give it that swing. So now that we have a nice rhythm going, we're going to use chord inversions to make this even more interesting. So a chord inversion is when you have a regular chord and you move around certain voicings up and down an octave to kind of reshape it. So for example, I have a C major chord. I can move the C up an octave to here. And now this is my new C major chord. I can move this G down an octave to here. It's the exact same chord, but you're just playing it a couple different ways. So how we're going to implement this is during that second hit of the chord, we're going to play an inversion. The first chord is an F major 7. So what we're going to do is move this F and an A up an octave to here. So we're going to have it go like this. Same thing for the E minor. We're going to move this E and this G up an octave. So we're going to go like this. And so on and so forth. So let's play that now. So now we have a really nice chord progression, but we're actually going to do one more step Just to make it a bit more interesting, we're going to alter the chords to give it an even jazzier vibe. For this F major 7, we're going to keep this the same. The E minor 7, this is going to be the same, but when we go to the inversion, instead of this B, we're going to go to a B flat. Not a big difference, but just adds a bit more tension. We get this really nice minor 6 chord going on. D minor 7, that's going to stay the same. So for the C major 7, that's going to stay the same. But instead of this, we're going to play 2 chords. We're going to have an A dominant 7, and then we're going to have this G diminished chord. So it's going to sound like this. Then back to the F major. For the second half, it starts the same. So that's normal. We have that B flat. This, we're going to go into a G dominant 7. Then we have the C major 7. Now we're going to play the G, and then we're going to move this B and this D down a semitone. And once again, we're creating that diminished sound, so we can go back to F. And there you have it. Very exciting news. I actually teamed up with Melodics, and now we have the lesson I just made on the app. By the way, if you don't know what Melodics is, it's an app that teaches you how to play the piano by just hooking up a MIDI keyboard onto your computer. Very simple. Everything is categorized by grade. You can just go to a lesson you like and then play along with the song. If you want to learn the song I just showed you, go to Learning, and then go to the search tab and then type in Spirit, and then you're going to see the song. Me teaching you is great, but it might be a bit too fast-paced, especially if you're not experienced in piano. So this is a great way to learn at your own pace. So if you go to the chords section, you're going to see pretty much an exact breakdown of what I showed you. It tells you the exact notes. Oh, not that one. Oh, okay, over here. And it's going step by step on how I showed you. So you learn the chord progression, you learn the extensions, then the inversions, and the alterations. Super easy to play along with it. If it's still too difficult, you can go to practice mode and adjust the BPM. It's like 0. Shouldn't have done 0. Let's do 41. Nothing wrong with being a beginner. And once you learn all of that, you can combine it with the melody on top. Yeah, but you get the idea. Or even better, you can learn the chord progression and make your own melody. Because, you know, the melody I made was kind of eh. The app is free to download. All you need is a MIDI controller and you're good to go.
Thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, the app is going to be completely free to download, so it's going to be the first thing in the description. Make sure you guys comment below what other music theory tutorials you want to see in the future, and I'll see you guys soon.
If you have any suggestions, leave a comment. If you like this video, leave a like. If you really like this video, subscribe. If you didn't like this video, leave. Just leave. Get out of here.